Okay, so what do I like and dislike about Medicaid? Okay, I'm gonna start first by talking about what I dislike. Yeah. And then I'll end it on a positive note and talk about what I like. Okay. So, as we know, I have a big thing against all insurance companies who can deny people their rights. Uh, and Medicaid is just like any insurance company. It works as though it's any other insurance company, and it's going to cut corners, deny people um, certain rights, certain, I guess, coverage, just because they feel that it's not vital. Um, and I have a really big problem about that. I also have a big problem with. Um, I'm a pre-med major, and I look into a lot of medical policies and things, and I have a big problem with the way that Medicaid handles paying for or reimbursing the doctors for their services. It takes an extremely long time. If I remember correctly, it's like between 50 to 155 days to get even reimbursed for the coverage that you performed or provided, quite frankly, half a year ago. And hospitals run on these funds. I mean, that's how they receive money, that's how they get their funding, that's how they get their new equipment. So, just like with any other business, a business can't function without funding. And if it takes that long to get funded, I mean, then it's a big problem. And because for that reason alone, I know that a lot of doctors and doctor offices and hospitals refuse people on Medicaid. Well, if they're privately owned, they refuse people on Medicaid simply because they don't have time to wait 100 days to get insurance or coverage or anything like that. And it's just, I guess, bad just because, like I said, it's a business, and without it, then people wouldn't get their money, and people wouldn't get this funding that's super, super important. I guess another big negative thing, I don't know if this is true, but it says a lot about it, is how people get, I guess, discriminated against for their funding, or because they're on Medicaid or Sooner Care or whatever their state's funding is. A lot of hospitals, like I said, will cut corners with those on Medicaid, or it seems like it. And there's been a lot of discrimination. I mean, you can like look in nursing homes, and maybe they were in a private ward whenever they were private paying, and then they got switched to a public ward, which is lower quality services, just simply because they can't afford it anymore. And hospitals know that they're going to get paid regardless. And they're going to get paid less because their reimbursement rates for Medicaid are a lot lower. So if they can afford to use lower quality products because they're getting paid less, and if they use the higher quality products, they're actually losing out on money. Looking into it as a business standpoint, it's pretty bad. But pretty much the only negative things have to do with the hospital. I know a lot of people don't really care about the hospitals all that much, so stick it to them, I guess. Okay, so enough about the negative things. Let's talk about the positive. So, pretty much what I really like about Medicaid, Sooner Care, is that you get coverage if you can't afford it. When I was about 6, 7, somewhere around there, 6 or 7, my family and I were on Medicaid, and it helped me get my glasses, it helped me take care of my teeth. Without it, I couldn't have afforded it, and I'll always appreciate what Medicaid has done for me. I never personally felt discriminated against, maybe because I was young, or if it even existed, I don't know. I don't know. Another really thing that I like about it is that it does help our lower income families, and it helps them get the coverage, like I stated earlier. But it also is positive to the hospitals too, because like I stated earlier, hospitals sometimes go without getting a single dime from patients because they weren't covered, or they didn't have enough money, or they didn't have anything to, I guess, help them get their coverage. And a lot of hospitals, they don't get any reimbursement for these things. But with Medicaid, Sooner Care, whatever, they get reimbursed automatically. Well, they know that they will get reimbursed, regardless if there's a point of time interval, duration, whatever, but they know that they're going to get reimbursed. And if hospitals do decide to contribute and accept those on Medicaid, they know that they'll have a continuous stream of patients, and they know that they're always going to be busy, which is a plus side for hospitals, especially those who run on finances such as those. And even if it's a lower reimbursement rate for the hospital, they're still making money and they're still making a profit, just not as much. And as for the Affordable Care Act, it's supposed to get us all covered. Will it? I don't know. Who knows? But what I do know is that everyone deserves equal treatment of health, and everyone deserves to live a good, healthy, safe life, and whether it be through Medicaid, a private insurer, or Native American insurance, it's just everyone deserves a chance at life, and that's why we live in America.